here we go. So this is number 5. This knife was sent in by Dave to the channel. And if I am not mistaken, this is a Amazon knife, one that he found on Amazon. I'm having problems pronouncing the name. Bfonder. Bfonder. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm at a complete loss at attempting to pronounce that. It's got a cleaning cloth with it, which is nice. Normally, you don't get that with a lot of knives that you get, like the. Excuse me. I'm trying to concentrate on folding this up at the same time as talking, and I don't do too well at stuff like that. That's called multitasking. So it's like with the 7-inch knives from Walmart, the Ozark Trails knives. You don't tend to get like a cleaning cloth, and so it's a nice addition to this particular knife. Stainless steel bearings, thumb stud, button lock. Oh, it is a button lock. Come on. Pocket clip, stainless steel handle, frame lock. That's why it's so heavy. It's stainless. Okay. 5.15 ounces, 3.215 inches blade length, 7.48 overall length. Frame lock, button lock, flipper, thumb stud, button lock, thumb stud, flipper. So this knife is as confused as I am. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's get this knife open. So and if anybody knows how to pronounce the name of this knife, please do it in a way even a child can understand. Me. How we pronounce that, I don't know. That is a hefty knife. This reminds me of the most recent buck. I think it, well, what is that one called? Oh, darn. I can't even think the name of it. But I love that knife, too. That's stainless steel handles. I don't think they're aluminum. The weight of that knife, too, I think that is a stainless steel knife. You got a back flipper, a thumb stud, and you've got a button lock. I like options. I really, really, really like options. You've got 2 spacers in the knife. Looks like T6 hardware with a T8 pivot screw. That is a very, very substantial blade. That's a really thick blade. That's a nice blade. You have a little small lanyard loop. The pocket clip is, I'm going to call it a medium, and it looks like it is right hand only, which you could get used to using it left-handed. Just your blade would be forward in your pocket. Let's see. That's nice. I like it. It's got a nice weight. I do like knives that do have a decent amount of weight to them. So before I get a comment of 7 minutes and the blade's still not open, let's open the blade. I wish I could remember who said that, but when I got back and watched the video, I was aggravated at myself for taking so long to open the blade. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we got to talk for a second. I got a knife from Walmart, and it's called the Fossil. All right. It looks like a meteorite. Looks like somebody hacked out a meteorite and put scales. That's what they made the scales out of, and kind of whittled out the knife frame, and then the blade, made a nice blade and stuck it all in there. It looks like a fossil. It looks like it feels rough. So I've been seeing it there and never grabbed it. Finally, one day I said, just hand me the knife. Let me look at it. Because I'd gotten one of everything that was in the counter at one point or another. And so I get it in my hand. I feel it. I don't feel rough. And I flip the blade out. I bought it when I flipped the blade out. I said, I want it. It was so buttery smooth. That is this knife. Man, that's got to be, yeah, that's bearings. That is just, oh gosh. You see that blade. Look at that. I'm just barely touching it. Let's do okay, so I've said it before. The button is when you try to push straight in. And I may come back some. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to push straight in. So, and it's open. I'm sure I'm pulling back some, but I'm really not trying to, guys. I'm just trying to push straight in. And look, when I say guys, I mean guys, gals, all. It's kind of like when I go to the store, I want a Coke. I want a Coke. Okay, is Pepsi okay, or Dr. Pepper or Coke? I want a Coke. So Coke means everything. Guys to me is everybody. Anyway, so it's not here nor there. So let's see, and it just opens. So let's see. Now I can't do that quite. I can if I flick it. So I get the timing. The timing ain't bad, but it'll take me some getting used to get that timing. Yeah, I had to play with it to get the timing. And so just flipping it, I mean, that just opens smooth. And you can see on the blade, it's Bfonder. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like German. And so when a blade opens like that, I even forgive the fact that it's a hollow grind. Dave, awesome. Thank you. This is amazing. I love this. I really, really love this. And what I really like about it, it is a drop point, but you almost can't tell because it comes straight off the back and it's just a gradual drop down. This is, Dave, yeah. If you don't have one, you definitely want to get one, because I got mine now. Oh, dude, come on! Look, here's the thing: when I get a knife and I like the outside, it looks aesthetic, it looks pleasing, it looks nice, and then I open it, it feels like that. Oh gosh, it's like the icing on the cake. So let's get down to telling you some stuff about the knife. Holding the knife, okay, there's nothing hitting your hands, hurting you. You can see that clip is it's swooped down and just barely kind of angled up. So it's a nice clip. It's a medium. Potentially you could have issues getting this good on your pocket because that's not raised up very much, and so you may slip past your pocket and not catch it and get it firmly affixed to your pocket. This is a nice banana style sweep to the back, and it fits the hand well. It does. It fits the hand good. As a matter of fact, let's do this. That is my Flytanium Arcade. When I'm done here, this is going in my pocket. I'm gonna pack this one for a bit. I really don't want to scratch it up or nothing, but I like that. So the thumb flick is very pleasing. It's got it's easy to disengage. It just butter swings out, and it's got a satisfying click clank lock, and it just stops. It's like going 100 miles an hour and hitting a brick wall. Bam, it's there. It's not. It's just locked up. The blade has no play at all, and that's a bearing in there. No play on that blade. Up and down, it's got the minutest, tiniest bit of up and down play. Finger studs that you can get on them easy. There's no problem getting on those finger studs. And you can see they're kind of like mushrooms. They have a head on them and a smaller shaft going into the blade itself. And just look how substantial that blade is. That's a nice pokey blade. That's good. I like that. And you got this chamfer on the bottom edge, and right up in here that you can get your finger in there. So you got a good hold of this knife. You got a lot of good control of it. And even though you don't have gimping up here, you still got a lot of good control. You got a wide blade to get your finger on and hold on to, and to control and do what you're going to do with it. So it doesn't really say anything on there on the blade beyond the Bfonder, or however you pronounce that. But everything feels good about this knife. I like it. I really, really, really like it. So let's try to flick it open with some authority. It just opens so easy. You really can't just throw it out there without flicking your wrist with it. And it just comes loose. There's no wear in. That's like with, which one was it? It was one of the Ozarks. Okay, I don't remember. The button Ozark, Elevation. That was it, the Elevation. You flip it out with authority, hard, and it was a little bit of sticky. So it had a little bit of wear in, a little bit that you're going to need to work it in. This knife don't need that. Let's try this. There we go. And man, look, I'm telling you, I hope you can hear how that thing is just slamming open, and there's nothing. There's no difference between that and just open it regular. That button is just perfectly matched up in there. I like this knife. I really do. I'm not banging it around to see if the lock holds. If y'all want to see that, I'll do that with knives, but I have done it in the past, but I don't see where it's a big deal. So, I like this knife. It's stainless, so you don't have to worry about it rusting. That's a good positive. I would want to oil it, but I don't. It just don't need it. It's just so smooth opening up. It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds good. I don't hear. There was one of the knives that, in with what David sent, one of the Ozarks that sounded a little dry, and so I put a little bit of oil on it. I think I put a little oil on a couple of them, maybe 3. But no, this doesn't need it. That is just smooth. That's great. So, in this knife, you can see the sharpening choil is pretty shallow. It's not something you're going to get your finger up in there either. But you still got a decent amount there, so that you're gonna get some life out of this blade. Unless you're just hacking things up all day long, and then you're gonna use it up. That's within any knife, for sure. But I like the weight of this knife. Now, in comparison with the Flatanium Arcade, let's see. I can't even open the Arcade. Wow. I got to do some flipping with it. It's so what I would say, this right here, it's just different. And this is like a long stroke on here. I've got to do some action with my wrist to get it open. But it's a different opening. This is a smooth, beautiful knife to have, but it's just different in how it opens. But this is equally as good in how it opens. So in comparison to the two knives, the blades are about what and what. This might have a 1/16 of an inch or so longer, but that's about it. You look at the sharpening choil on this, and you've actually got more on this knife right here. So this knife is going to sharpen more times than you're going to get out of this one before you get deep into that blade. Of course, this has got the shark lock on it. It's a longer knife handle anyway. So taking these two side by side, I'm thinking they're about what in weight. I don't know, this might be a little heavier, but it's not by a whole lot. And this right here has got aluminum scales with titanium brown anodized inserts and a titanium clip. And this right here is all stainless. So let's grab, you know what? Let's just put this stuff to the side. And we're going to take and just kind of lay these knives out. And this one's the Elevation, the button lock. And so this is the one that you flip open, and you got a little bit of sticky that you're going to have to work in. And that's something that you'll wear in over time. And then this one is the Nimbus. This is the blue aluminum handled knife. Very nice. I like it as well. Don't get that mistaken with the older knife that came out years ago, because it's not the same knife. And then we've got the Sonder, which is the newest version of what I call lovingly the bug out killer. And so you have all of these knives, and this one's just because I'm replacing it with this one for a while. But then you have right here. This is the Bfonder. Please, someone help me with the name of this knife. So anyway, cool. Every one of these knives are good. So these these 5 knives are the ones that Dave sent. These right here. You've got the newest Ozark Axis style lock, the newest Ozark button lock, another one of the newer Axis style button Axis lock style, the new blue handled manual open knife, and then of course, well, that's the old timer. Then you got the retired original stained handles bug out killer, and of course, you know, that's my current daily carry, or was. Now this is. So great knives. Every one of these, get them. Get one of every one of these knives. You won't be disappointed having these knives. See, people want to get hung up with, oh, I got a Benchmade. Oh, I got a Spyderco. Oh, I got this one. And yes, I do want a Spyderco. I really do. I want a Spyderco. Also want a Benchmade to have, preferably a bug out and a 940. But that's probably not in my lifetime, but potentially in the near future or distant future, or maybe the next lifetime. Who knows? But they get hung up with the more you pay for a knife, the better the knife is. And that's not true. There are some very expensive pieces of garbage for knives, cars, houses, everything under the sun. There's good ones and bad ones at any price point. And what I love about all of this is these, I have no idea what this one would have cost, but these here, you know, being Walmart 7-inch style knives, they're in the sub $30-ish or so range. I don't know about this one, but still, nice knives, good knives. Again, 3,000 initial openings and closings, and over 400 packages opening and finally sharpening after all of that. Still going strong, nowhere, just through the coating on the blade to the metal, but not into the metal. And then the newer ones here, they all fit good, feel good, function good, open, close. They do their job. They are a knife and they do cut. And so I definitely recommend any and all of these knives. So this right here is the final video of the knives sent in by Dave. Again, I thank you so much, Dave, for sending these knives in. I can't thank you enough. I appreciate you so much. I have very much enjoyed reviewing these knives, looking at these knives, and sharing this reviews with you guys, and sharing these knives with you guys. And I can't tell you enough. Get them. If you're thinking about getting any of these knives, get them. This one right here, think about it a couple times, because that's like a $200-something knife. No, I didn't pay that for it. No. Or maybe, yeah, with the titanium handles and all the hardware. But I think I paid $60 for it on eBay. Found a good deal with it. But anyway, all of these knives are great knives. These are all really, really, really good knives. So, again, as I've said at the end of each one of the videos, I thank you guys and I appreciate you. And I would ask that if you like this content that you would like and subscribe. And if you would like to, I would ask that you would become a member of the channel. And no pressure. I care about you whether you're a member of the channel or not. I appreciate you viewing. I hope you get something out of this. I hope you decide whether you want to go ahead and get some of these knives. So anyway, again, I thank you. I appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Your time is very important to me, and I thank you for spending it here with me. Thanks, and God bless.